أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. It's hard, it's difficult. You know, when in 74 I came to Canada from New York, Manhattan, to visit my sister in Brandon, and she wanted to impress us with knowing I'm coming from Manhattan, the big city, and so she brought me to Winnipeg. And Tagore was around Assiniboine Park, and we were newlyweds. I just leaned over to my husband and I said, "This is where we are bringing up our family." And he said, "What?" And my brother-in-law heard me. So on the dinner, he's saying, "Why? So I hear you want to come to Winnipeg." I said, "Yes." He said, "Why?" I said, "Because this city has a soul." I was coming from Umrah, from Medina and Mecca, which no other place can. But after that, it was Winnipeg for me. And I have not regretted a day that I have been here now 47 years. And I think it is because of people like Harriet and Harold and Paul. We have marched in my young days, I have spoken in minus 32 degrees on the legislative building when the Bosnian genocide was happening. We were marching when the Iraq war which was based on lies, was declared. We were there for Kosovo. We were there marching. But now I am so encouraged and that the next generation is taking this over. Because Auntie can't march, she's got arthritis now. But we can at least bring you guys together for you to learn. Because beta, if you don't know your roots, if you don't know your history, you can't move forward. You can't build something without the roots, can you? Right? But remember that the DNA of Canada is built on a tree that has poisonous roots, and that's colonization. And when the roots are poisoned, the fruit will be poisoned. Our approach over the century has been, pluck one fruit. Oh, that's the one that's, Japanese internment, sorry, we shouldn't have done that. Chinese, they're sorry. Anti-Semitism, sorry. We are picking those fruits, but the roots are still poisoned and they will continue to harvest poisonous fruit. Anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, anti-Chinese, anti-Japanese, anti-Jehovah Witnesses. How many of you know that we owe our Charter of Rights and Freedom to the Jehovah Witnesses? Their Bill of Rights is what gave birth to this. If they hadn't fought, that was also an oppression of the religious bigotry. So you are the future, and you are the ones who have to pick up the mantle from Harriet, and I won't include you too young, Harriet and myself and our generation, and to tell you that now we use our pen, and now we meet people in person. And Harriet is still marching, aren't you?
Yeah.
See? I knew she was younger than me. But
no, I'm older. And I have arthritis.
See, I can't make any excuses now. So, but inshallah, we'll get back on our feet again. I want to end with a prayer. And you can call the Creator by whatever name, but Allah is one. The Creator is one. And one of the attributes of Allah is Khaliq, the Creator. First to reach out. So I pray that we leave this world to see Palestine free. Palestine, I'm ancestrally from Palestine, 7th generation. They migrated to India and then we migrated to Pakistan, my parents did. I want to see that there is peace, inshallah, and the end of the continuing colonialism. We haven't reached there. Our indigenous are still suffering. Why are there no fire so-called extinguishers? So-called that they can be. We don't see what we see today. We have to reach out. We can't do it alone. If you think Islamophobia can be defeated, hate can be defeated, anti-Semitism can be defeated by just standing up for ourselves, no. It won't be. You have an opportunity, you have a responsibility, because on the day of judgment, our Creator Allah will ask, what did you do? Did you speak up? Did you stand up? Did you offer your services? Just talking about it, oh, this is so bad. Yeah, anybody can do that. You have to put yourself out. Remember, we have to answer. We will have to answer if we saw the indigenous struggling and we didn't offer a hand, if we saw anti-Semitism and we didn't stand up, if we saw anti-black racism and we didn't say anything because we are not black. This is othering that Canada cannot survive the way it's going right now. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the courage and the know-how and the wisdom to stand up for justice. Justice is colorblind, and the only time I say that is now, but otherwise colorblind is a racist term, really. Because I don't want you to be blind. I want you to see me and accept me for the color I am. Yes. So your being blind on color doesn't help. But when it comes to being fair and just, our Prophet said, a believer is one who feels the pain of the other. Are we feeling that pain, people? Or are we just sitting in our living rooms and talking? Right? So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us that wisdom. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us, our friends, our allies. Why do we work together? You can't do it alone. You need the Jewish, the black, the Chinese, the Japanese, all the people that have gone through this. You need the labor. You need people that are to stand with you. So don't other yourself, right? Work with our country. Our country is Canada now. This is home. There is no back home. I burnt my ships in 76. I'm not going back. I have no place back. I get a cultural shock when I go back, which was almost 10 years ago that I went back one. But, when I'm challenged by people like Tariq Fatah and Irshad Manji on CBC and here and there, oh, go back, you don't belong here. My answer has always been, this is my home. My parents are buried here. My son is buried here. You are telling me I can't. This is my home. You always challenge this narrative about you don't belong. Go back where you came from. So when it's said to me now, I say to even, of course, they're all white, and I say, why don't you go back where you came from? Because this is not your land. This is the land of the indigenous, right? Have that strength and that courage to speak the truth. What we are losing now is the ability to see the truth, because it is so messed up, all the narratives, to understand the truth, to respect and live the truth. Truth can never be hidden, and Allah will open. You will see in your lifetime, I may not be here, but how this world will change, because the cries of the Palestinian children and babies and the indigenous babies that were buried in unmarked graves have reached the heaven. And Allah is looking down and the angels are there to protect them. So with hope, with love, with care, with du'as, I bid you farewell. May we meet again, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.